Edge control drama taking over on TikTok. If you haven't seen it, creators are using edge control to make squishy toys. Yes, squishy toys. And understandably, it's causing a massive uproar amongst black folks. Aside from it just being wasteful, let's be real, it is incredibly tacky to use your buying power to hoard a cultural staple for a TikTok trend. Anyone who has lived in or visited white spaces knows how difficult it already is to find basic hair products. There's little to no shelf space for us as it is, so watching people buy out these products for a temporary gimmick feels incredibly out of touch. And I want to address something specific I've seen in the comment sections. There are people replying to black creators saying, well, you guys wear European hair, so why can't we use edge control? Let's squash it right now. Honestly, while many black women may choose to style their hair straight, the vast majority are not trying to wear European hair. But more importantly, the fact that we live in a world entirely dominated by European beauty standards completely voids the argument. Wearing a protective style or a straight style in a world that forces you to conform is not the same as taking a product meant for our hair survival and turning it into an ASMR toy. Because as researchers like Jer, Malonda, and Thompson point out, hair is deeply emotive and completely inseparable from our identity. Unlike other parts of who we are, our hair and skin color can't be hidden or ignored. Because of that, black girls exist in a state of hyper visibility. We saw this clearly in the famous case of Ruby, whose hair was policed and described as too big. And that's just one example. When you combine that hypervisibility with gendered racial microaggressions, it creates multiple intersecting layers of oppression for black women. Slicking down edges wasn't born out of a trend. It was a survival tactic to look quote-unquote presentable to a society that heavily polices us. Now it's just a mainstream aesthetic being mimicked and wasted by a lot of non-black people, to be honest. This actually reminds me of a short film I recently watched called Good Hair, Perceptions of Racism. I highly encourage you all to check it out. It follows a UK family of African descent, mother and daughter specifically, who are trying to navigate and assimilate into higher society. And the daughter faces heavy criticism just for wearing her natural hair, while her mother has issues on the job as partner. It directly ties into another powerful breakdown by Demi Clark Jeffers, who notes that in the workplace, young black people have to constantly navigate what society deems as quote-unquote acceptable and quote-unquote professional, asking the ultimate question, why is professionalism not synonymous with black hair? And this isn't just an isolated issue or a single film's plot point. As highlighted in the study, The Person Beneath the Hair, Hair Discrimination, Health and Well-Being, the surge in media coverage, societal conversation, and policy change is growing evidence for the impact of hair discrimination. Media stories of hair discrimination are reported in schools, from kindergarten to universities, at work, the military, public office, etc., and within interpersonal relationships. Now think about that. From kindergarten all the way to the military and public office, our hair is policed. For us, hair care and grooming products are tied directly to navigating systemic bias. Which brings me back to my core point. Look, I completely understand the frustration behind people misusing edge control and creating product scarcity. But at the end of the day, we have to remember your hair is good enough if it isn't slicked down, and it is good enough if you don't have access to edge control. Not styling your edges does not mean your hairstyle isn't great. The idea that we can't function without laid edges is a narrative we need to unlearn. You can literally just brush your hair and go. There are also healthier alternatives. You don't always need edge control too. There's things like mousse, gel, or even water works great. And honestly, mousse is much healthier for your hairline in my opinion, or even creating your own gel is not very hard to do. The scarcity panic online is a bit much because TikTok toy makers aren't going to completely crash the global supply. But the real takeaway is that our beauty and our worth aren't dependent on a jar of product. Personally, I have a bunch of different products, some from Dollar Tree, some gels, but a lot of days I just use water and a brush or nothing at all. And I realized my edges actually grow back thicker and healthier when I leave them alone and don't smother them in product. True enough, white women simply don't have to navigate the same political, institutional, and emotional layers regarding their hair. And I deeply empathize with my fellow black women who are exhausted by this. But I want to know what you think. Watch the clip and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Go take a look at Good Hair Perceptions of Racism. And shout out to the researchers behind The Person Beneath the Hair and Demi Clark Jeffers for the brilliant academic contributions that I used in this video. Thank you so much for listening to Books&Looks TV. I'll see you next time.
I just got off of work, y'all. And this is what I'm seeing that is happening. Please do not use edge control to make a squish. We will be going outside every day like this or in a bonnet. And that's not fair because you guys are using our products for your entertainment. And that's no, please, y'all.
As somebody who doing their hair right now as we speak, all y'all white people using our edge control for y'all squishies. Why y'all not picking up L? Stop picking up the stuff that we use. Goddamn.
For the white girls that are selling out edge control for their fucking squishies that they're gonna throw away in like 2 weeks, use olive oil edge control, okay? Use that one. Stop using the good brands and selling them out for the black girls who actually fucking use it. You guys are like, consumerism is so deeply a part of your culture, and then you use that to fuck with other fucking people for no reason. First it was Asians with boba, then it was Asians again with fucking what is it called, ube, and then it was fucking matcha. Y'all need to stop. Then it was bangles. Then it was y'all arguing about that white fox dress that was actually something that Indian people popularized and made. A sari or something, that little scarf. You guys call it a scarf dress. And don't even get me started on y'all calling fucking cornrows summer braids. Don't piss me off. Don't fucking piss me off. Y'all are doing too. Someone needs to call y'all out. Someone needs to call y'all out. I'm dead ass.
And my final thought for you guys is, for everyone that's going to comment, which will inevitably happen, that it's not that deep. It's not that deep because you're not a minority. It's not that deep because that shit doesn't happen to your community or your people. It's not that deep because your people haven't been oppressed for literal decades, besides the Irish, somewhat. But, so they obviously became the oppressors. That's why it's not that deep to you. Thank you.
They're putting edge control in squishies. Who do we call? We need an emergency meeting. They must be stopped. It's gone too far.
Oh no, y'all white tea bitches, y'all got us messed up. So y'all done took everything else from us, and now y'all going and y'all are taking our edge controls to use that shit for squishies? You bitches gotta be out of y'all mind. You could have used anything in the book to make them damn squishies, but instead of y'all doing that, y'all went and y'all got the edge control and decided, hey, we finna take this from them and we about to use this shit for toys. I'm telling y'all, be okay girls right now, y'all better not tell them bitches where we get our shit from. Because we still got hidden gems. They going into Walmart and buying this shit up. Let them go to Walmart and buy that shit up. But then again, I feel bad for the females. They don't got the hidden gems where they live at. And all they have is places like Walmart to go buy that shit. I feel bad for them. It's like, damn, can we have something for us? Y'all wasn't even thinking about them edge controls. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to go and use that shit for toys? So I'm going to make a deal with y'all. Y'all stay up out of our edge controls and we'll stay away from the dry shampoos. How about that? Because what in y'all right mind thought that shit was okay? And that's why I said consumerism is really a thing. Y'all are literally just following trends and trying shit out. It be shit that y'all don't even be using. Y'all be using it for all the wrong purposes. Just be using shit to be using shit because you see the next person using it.